How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here, and we're reacting to another episode of Ahsoka, as we're on episode number 3. I'm excited to get into this after a brilliant two-parter that we opened up the show on. It was just a really fantastic introduction, of course, with the teasing of Thrawn's return, but also with Ahsoka and Sabine reunited, of course, with them having a established Frosty connection. It was really, really great to see things grow over the course of the 2 episodes. So, yeah, but some very, very fascinating stuff that went down. It was just a real blast to, reunite with, the majority of the crew. Of course, Ezra's still out there. I don't know if they're going to, bring Zeb along during the latter portion of this season. But it was still really, really great to see the majority of the crew, especially in the last episode, where we got to see some action with Hera and our favourite warlord, or war criminal. I keep getting them two mixed up, but it doesn't matter. He's our favourite war criminal who has done nothing wrong. So, yeah. It was really, really great stuff. So why don't we get into this episode of Ahsoka? It's episode 3. Let's go.
Well?
Not bad, but not good.
Oh, so in the middle.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Obviously.
I see you still remember the basics. Enough to get by.
Barely.
Wow.
Yang, let's try some. I discovered that according to Hu Yang, I'm the worst candidate to be a Jedi out of every Jedi he's ever known.
Oh.
You told her that?
It's true.
Wow. Not mincing his words.
Doesn't matter.
Look at all those lightsabers. Somewhere Grievous is wheezing.
I can't see. How am I supposed to fight?
You just get.
See with more than just your eyes.
You just love the New Hope parallel.
Now what?
Do you have the little ball? Just boop her lightly and. There you go. Just fall over Hu Yang, that will work well. Oof. Give it a good go, though. Just love that, though, that little training sequence. It's just so good, like, in terms of teaching every potential Jedi.
He's on board. Somewhere.
Can we see Can we see him?
Trouble with Chopper, no doubt.
Most likely.
Forgive me, Madam Chancellor.
Oh no.
But if we could just hear the General's report.
Great to see Mod again.
Does he know? Hera?
Be honest. Isn't this just another attempt to gain New Republic resources?
Oh,
to
come
aid in what is
on.
ultimately
Really?
Your personal quest to find Ezra Bridger.
Ezra vanished while fighting Thrawn.
And that you conveniently use a threat of Thrawn's return to acquire those resources.
Oh, he's being a
That could be
dick.
put to a more practical purpose.
Unless Thrawn returns.
Make your point, General.
Thrawn is not your typical Imperial officer.
He's smart. He's
I know because I
calculative.
fought against him.
Don't underestimate him.
And I'm sorry to say, it is my opinion that your friend Ezra Bridger heroically died with him.
Hey, shut your mouth. Keep his name out your fucking mouth.
To speak with my colleagues.
Chopper told me.
Oh.
I want to be a Jedi.
Yeah, I know you do, Jason.
She's thinking about Kanan and... Oh, Jason! Oh.
You did true, then why doesn't everyone use it? Talent is a factor.
But I think
focus are what truly defines someone's success.
I think she can be very proficient not using the Force, but still be a very, very extreme fighter.
I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. I need her to be herself.
Well, I suppose you do come from a long line of non-traditional Jedi.
Aha, she does.
Fits right in.
The torch is getting passed on.
Sabine, I've got
Yeah, she's
You win this round.
Pop wins. Flawless victory.
So you say?
Tailgun ready.
Copy that.
2 and 3. Close range and engage.
Nothing wrong done whatsoever. She is everything. I low-key want her to win, but I don't want her to win at the same time.
Now!
There you go.
Good work.
Great kid, don't get cocky. There you go. Trust each of his instincts.
I would say it is some sort of hyperspace ring.
I'd like to confirm that.
Big space ring.
Morgan, they're entering your sector.
Oh, but they're gonna be ready, aren't they? Yeah.
Rock, form up on my wing and wait for my signal.
He speaks!
Fighters have broken off. You better get up here.
Now, does that sound like Sam Witwer?
Steady while I attempt to run my scan. Just a moment. Just a moment. Scan complete.
Destroyed.
Yeah, it's giving me Empire Strikes Back vibes. They're just right there. Off our scope. They're just right there, gliding.
We almost got them.
I have eyes on them. We'll take it from here.
What's working?
I love her.
Not much. Our backup
Just-
kicked in, but we're dead in space.
Yeah,
No
every
hyperdrive
week
or
I'm just gonna
cannons.
be like
They're
this and I'm not
incoming.
even sorry. Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Ahsoka! Sabine!
Ah!
Fix the ship yet?
Oh, damn! Holy shit, they look incredible! Her girl. Yeah.
Where are they?
You'll get them next time, wonderful.
Theoretically, if one knew the coordinates and navigation, yes, I believe it could.
I mean,
The
if
Jedi
they got a hunch
archives
about where
speak of
Thrawn is.
intergalactic hyperspace lanes between galaxies, which used to follow the migration paths of star whales named Purgle.
Like the ones we just saw.
Yep.
Really?
He's like, wait, what? I'm assuming that next episode we're gonna have that fight between Balon and Ahsoka. And I'm here for that. Ooh, yes, that was great. That was really, really fantastic. Loved it. Especially, you know, the space battle. You know, even though that took up the well, I'd say half of the episode, it was still very, very mesmerizing, especially the variety of what went down. And not just that, though, but this episode definitely did feel like a proper Rebels episode. So, I mean, it was very, very, of course, nostalgic with the first couple of episodes, but, yeah, I mean, this, yeah, with what went down and everything, you know, pushing the story along, but not in great strands. It definitely did feel like a very, very wonderful, fun episode of Rebels, which, you know, fills my heart so much because, you know, we like, it is a good show. I was going to say we all love Rebels, but there might be some people who might not have seen Rebels before. Like I said, with the last episode, they might not have seen Rebels. But are watching this, so yeah. But it was a really, really great episode. So I really loved going through this episode with how, like I said, especially with how the last half operated. Because, yeah, there wasn't, too much plot substance, of course. It was more so action orientated towards the end, but it was, it still incorporated a few things that are going to be very, very essential for, this show, especially in terms of the whole, mission to get Ezra back, aka the whole idea of getting Thrawn into the action. So yeah, such as of course the heroes now knowing about the giant ass space ring, but not just that though. But we got our first look see, or in terms of, well, I say first look see in terms of live action of the Purrgil, because we did get a little glance of them in The Mandalorian. But we didn't get to truly see them, so it was more so their silhouettes. So yeah, we got to see them proper in this episode, and they were just really, really glorious. And we knew what they looked like in the animation, but this is our first actual look at them in live action. And they just look really, really glorious. So it was really, really a sight to behold when you first had a look at them. But yeah, brilliant stuff with this episode. I really loved, of course, the because there was a little bit that deviated, well, I say kind of away from Ahsoka and Co., where we focused on Hera confronting the council, and those politicians just, especially Siono, like, he was an absolute bellend, the way that he just reacted to Hera. I mean, of course, we know that Thrawn is not to be underestimated. He's not to be underestimated, should I say. And she is just trying her best. Same with Mon Mothma, really, to be fair. But you've got all of these different politicians who are just shutting down these like baseless claims and all of that, and you have some even accusing, isn't it convenient that you're trying to get your friend back, right? So and as soon as Siono it brought up Ezra and all of that, oh, he died, okay, I'm like, shut the up. So but I mean, we've seen it in Mandalorian, I guess, actually, where you have the New Republic and the incompetence that is there, really. And again, it's just pushing the narrative further for the sequels, where they blinked and they saw the First Order rise, and their incompetence was their own undoing. So yeah. But it was really, really great to have that moment there. Of course, to continue rising tensions, it's not going to be straightforward. But of course, when you're especially rooting for Hera and all of that, and you've got all of these this arrogance that stems from certain politicians and all of that, you're going to get very agitated. So yeah. But yeah, it was really, really great stuff. Like I said, with the Hera stuff, the Hera focus stuff, especially seeing Jason, and oh my god, it was so great seeing him. Not sure. I mean, I say I'm not sure how I feel about Chopper babysitting him. I mean, come on, he's a good influence. Chopper's done nothing wrong, right? No, in all seriousness, it was just great seeing Jason there. I had a feeling we'd be seeing him in live action, because obviously we saw him at the end of Rebels. And I just could not imagine them, if they're going to bring Hera involved, they're going to bring Jason involved, right? So, I did notice his hair is a bit darker. In terms of the green, which I don't mind whatsoever, because I did feel like, I don't know, it did, I will be honest, it did kind of throw me off when we first, just with the green, or the shade of green, it did throw me off when we first saw Jason. So I don't know how that would have translated in terms of live action. But I think it worked really, really well with the darker green. So yeah, but of course he had that moment where he said he wanted to become a Jedi, which is all heartwarming and all of that. But also for Hera, you could understand that she is not exactly going to be too chipper about that, considering the fact that she's going to be painted with Kanan. So yeah, but. Yeah, I mean, there was a few, mournful moments, of course, because we had Sabine look at the Purrgil, and last time she saw them was when there was that sacrifice made by Ezra. So, yeah. But, yeah, I really, really loved that portion of things with the training. You can never get sick and tired of the training aspects in the show, in my opinion, or in Star Wars, should I say. But yeah, it was just really, really great. Hugh Yang just throwing a bit of shade. I just really, really love the shade that he just throws out there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna mind if we do not have Sabine use the Force and all of that. Of course, Ahsoka does iterate the point that the Force resides in all of us. But I'm not, going to be fussed if Sabine just sticks to the fighting and all of that. Especially with her being a Mandalorian warrior. It's this situation where, if the Force might reside in all of us, but there might be some people who might be more proficient in using the Force. Especially if you're a Jedi, there might be some people who might not be proficient in using the Force. Sure, it would be very, very essential, especially if you're a Jedi, but I don't feel like not being able to use the Force like Ahsoka can. I don't feel like that should be the be-all, end-all in terms of if you can use it or not. And I feel like, Sabine and how proficient she is, just as a warrior, really. I feel like if she's able to be on top of her game in terms of her, terms of her techniques and all of that with the blade, then that might be enough, pending she doesn't get herself killed, of course. But, I wouldn't be too fussed. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be deterred if she does one day use the Force. But, to be fair, I feel like it would be okay if she didn't. So, yeah. But yeah, it was also great going back to the, Ahsoka-focused stuff. Like I said, that fight was just really, really great. It was just really, really great how there were not just different varieties of what happened instead of just being the same dogfight in the sky and all of that, because you had for a moment Ahsoka just step out and take care of those shooters. So that was really, really incredible. But it also was very reminiscent to A New Hope. Even Sabine saying, I got one. So, but the vibe you just got from that fight was A New Hope. But yeah, it was really, really great. From the sky, of course, just battling in space. It was just really, really great. Where we also heard Marek speak. Now, obviously, I know there's been a lot of speculation about, okay, well, is there some significance with him? Is he, considering, because Sam Witwer's name appeared in the credits, I think as an additional voice. So, and now we've heard him, Marek, should I say, not Sam Witwer, although it could be Sam Witwer. It's gonna get people, I can imagine that there are going to be some people who are going to try and analyze the voice clip, cancel out the background sound, try to demodulate things, etc., etc. Just get Adobe Audition up and all of that. and they're going to try and crack the case, because there's been a lot of speculation about who Marek could be. It could be Starkiller, it could be Ezra, yeah, it could be Mephisto, but yeah, I'm not, because you know, I don't want to speculate, because I could say, well, it could be Starkiller. But I kind of don't want it to be at the same time. It's the same with Ezra. I just, like, especially if he found a way back, considering the fact that the Purgil took him and Thrawn, you know, that would indicate that he found a way back, and Thrawn, yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to play a mystique with him or whatever. We'll just have to wait and see what does happen. It's Kanan. It's Kanan revived. Just like that's the dark horse prediction, because yeah, let's just cause pain. No, in all seriousness though, it was really, really great, that fight. And now we're on the planet where Baylan is. So I'm assuming we're going to get that fight that we saw between, or that confrontation between Ahsoka and Baylan. We're going to get that in the next episode. Which I can kind of see, because they are definitely getting through all of the stuff we've seen in the trailer, barring Thrawn, of course, because we've seen what Thrawn looks like in live action. So, and it's obvious that he's going to, you know, make his way back into the fold of things, especially with the movie that will be coming out soon. So, yeah, but apart from that, we have no idea where things are going to go after this episode, because, like I said, we're surely going to get that confrontation between Ahsoka and Baylan. So, yeah, but I'm also kind of hoping, unless we do a post-death situation, I'm also kind of hoping that Baylan doesn't die, because I do want to explore more of the connection between him and Shin. So, yeah, but we'll see what does happen. But yeah, solid episode of Ahsoka. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!